Amitabha. Hello everyone. Namaskar. Namaste to you and very good afternoon to all of you. Dear friends, today I would like to express my love, my respect, my gratitude to my Grandmaster, His Holiness the Dalai Lama. He is great human being. That is the reason we call him His Holiness. The word holy, we know that it's very pure. The intention, the thought, before we speak anything, before we do anything, the intention is very important, because His Holiness intention is pure. There are no negative thoughts. Nope. And not only about no negative thoughts, there is no negative speech. No negative speech. You will never, never, never hear that from him. Never. And about his behavior and his action, you will never see his action is negative. Every time since he was born, he was born in the family where he knows that he will be in the monkhood life, dear friends. And from his childhood, he was raised and he lived in the monastery, and with thousands of people surrounded him, and great masters were taking care of him. And until now, until today, dear friends, I would like to let you know that he's not alone all the time. Even though he spent his time in meditation, but he was always surrounded with people, and he always surrounded with a lot of great masters and disciples and students. You can watch his speech anytime, at anywhere. There is lots of speech, and he traveled a lot and everywhere, and we know that he got a Nobel Prize for peace. Dear friends, as I said, the word holy in intention, speech, and in his action. So the reason I was saying about the holy is because I lived with him for a few days in my life, and very closely. That is the reason I'm talking here today with my own experience. It's not through reading, it's not through listening from others, and it's from my heart and from my experience. Dear friends, one of the person which I saw in my life, he has a great knowledge about Buddha's teaching, and great knowledge about life. And he went through a lot. Dear friends, he's a intense meditator. the moments when I lived with him, it produced a lot of love from me towards him. And it is eternal love, is unconditional love, unconditional love, unconditional love. The great master, and even though he's getting older and older day by day, and now he's almost 87 years old this year, but his heart and his mind always for public, always for everyone, including you and me. He always talk about positive things. He make things very easy. He really make complicated teachings into easy sentence, easy way to understand. And his teaching is for everyone. It's not only for religious people. It's for everyone. You know how much people love him. You know that. It's very difficult, my friend, to make people to like you. It's very difficult, very, very difficult. I tell you. You can make some people in your life to like you, but not, excuse me, not the whole world. Not the whole world. It's impossible for everyone to do that. Only certain people in our life we can see they have that to make people to respect and love and honor this kind of people. So he's one of them, definitely one of them, definitely one of them. Please watch his teachings, and please watch his lifestyle and read his autobiography, and you will understand what kind of human being, what kind of person he is. Before we say anything about him, we should have some, I would say, some knowledge. He's one of the human being who keeps the childhoodness in him. It's very difficult. When we were young and we behave very childish, and you know that what I mean. But it's very difficult for a human being, when you grow up and you are grown older and older, and especially you are old people, and keep the childness with you, But he is all the time. And very friendly human being, very friendly human being. And he encouraged everyone. He always loved peace. He always encouraged peace. He's a very friendly human being. So, dear friends, I would like to share a story. The story is in Dhammapada, chapter number 9. The story is about the 3 groups of monks from different places at the Buddha's time. They want to visit the Buddha. So the first group of monks, when they walk, they pass by a street and they saw a huge fire on a house, a very huge fire, and the fire is getting bigger and bigger. And a crow just crossed by the house and got into the fire, and it was burned alive. And those monks, when they crossed that and they saw the crow, and they feel so sad. And they really don't know why the crow has this kind of karma, why the crow died in the fire. The space is so huge. The crow can fly from different direction, and this is called karma, accident. So accidentally it dies. So the monks was so curious, and they don't know why the crow dies, and they think they should ask the Buddha for the clarification and why, what types of karma, what kind of the cause happened before, therefore the crow dies on that day. And the second groups of the monks, they were on the boat. They were on the boat. They're crossing the ocean, and they found suddenly the boat didn't move for no reason. It was so fine, but almost middle of the ocean, the boat couldn't move at all. And they tried to find the captain of the boat, tried to find all the ways, find the reason, but he couldn't find any reason for the big boat, the big ship, I would say, to cross the ocean. And then there is a culture in India those days. They see who is unlucky people in the ship. Who is the unlucky person? Because they bring no luck. So therefore, something happened. So they try to find, and the same person take, I would say, something they use, to find who is the unlucky person. Kind of few stones. They describe, okay, this is called unlucky stone, and this is a lucky stone, and so whoever in the boat, in the ship, they try to collect, see whether they are lucky or unlucky. The same person, one person, collected the unlucky stone 3 times. In the ship, most of the people, most of the passengers are the monks, because their intention is to visit the Buddha. And the captain was so nervous, and the captain knows, because he's an Indian, and he knows how valuable the monks are to visit the Buddha, and he really wanted to make the ship to the place to the port where he can send the monks. And one person got 3 times unlucky stones, and that person are the captain's wife. The captain was so unhappy. Of course, captain's wife will be very, very unhappy, and the captain decided to remove the unlucky person from the ship, so that the ship can move without any hurdles. And what the captain did, captain tied his wife's the lake, and put 1 stone and drop into the ocean, and she was sinked, and of course she died. And the captain was so unhappy, definitely, because his most lovely wife, he doesn't have a choice, and he found that she was unlucky. And after he threw the wife into the ocean, and the ship suddenly started to move easily. So they found that the unlucky wife brought the bad karma, makes the ship not move in the middle of the ocean. And of course, the captain wants to send the monks, and he traveled, and then he sent the monks, and the monks was so curious what happened, why the own husband, when the own husband can do that. Of course, they discuss, all that. But and the monks was thinking, what is the karma behind the captain's wife's death? What is the karma? What types of karma she did in the past? And they want to ask the Buddha. And the third group of the monk, they were crossing the mountain. And the day was evening, and they take a rest in the cave, a big cave. So the 7 monks entered to the cave. Suddenly, a big rock, what was slide and cover the cave. And the monks were stuck there for 7 days. After 7 days, the stone by itself rolled down. And the monks was thinking what they did and why they were stuck in the cave for 7 days for no reason. And they are unprepared for the food, for the toilet, for everything. So the 3 groups of monks have the questions to ask the Buddha. So here, this is what the Buddha said. Dear friends, please listen carefully about karma. The first group, the Buddha said, in the past life, the crow was a farmer. The crow was a farmer. The farmer found that his cow was not working properly in the field. And he was so upset. The cow was getting lazier and lazier, and the farmer decided to burn alive. So the farmer burned the cow alive. That karma, that cause made the farmer to born again and again, receive the bad karma again and again. And the crow, the life of the crow is one of the karma. And again, the crow will born again in the future to receive the same karma, to burn alive. So the second group of the monks in the ocean, they ask the questions, why, what happened, what types of karma the captain's wife did, so that she received that a bad karma, sink down on the ocean. The Buddha said, in previous life, the wife was a rich lady, and whenever she goes out, a dog always follow the lady. And many people, outsiders, always laugh at her. She looks so beautiful, and a street dog always follow her, and they laugh at her, and she felt so pain, and she felt so shy, so embarrassed, and she decided to kill the dog. And what she did is she tied the dog's leg with the stone, and she put the dog into the river, a deep river, and the dog died alive. So that is the karma that lady, the rich lady, had, and she born again and again and again, and she sink down in the water for the cause she had made before. And it's not only one time, it's many, many times. So this is called karma, cause and effect. And the third group of the monk, they stuck in the cave. And they asked the question, what we did. We are 7, for no reason. The stone came, and then for no reason, the stone, rolled down. Buddha said, yes, 7 of you in previous life did something bad cause. negative cause, which is they were 7 child in previous life, many lives before, and they were playing in the sand, and they saw a lizard, a big lizard, near the hole. And when they saw the children was playing, and then it went into the hole, and these children cover all the holes, whatever holes they see, they covered, and they covered with a lot of sands and with some stones on top. So the lizard couldn't come out. And the children was playing for many days, and after the 7th days, the children was thinking, oh, what about the lizard, which they closed the holes, and they feel bad, and they came, and then they dig the sand, the mud, and the lizard came out after the 7th day. So that is the cause this 7 monks together was stuck in the cave. So the point here, what I'm going to say is, the cause is very, very important. Dear friends, I humbly request to you, you may a believer of karma, or you may not. You may or you may not. It doesn't matter. But we believe the science. What is the science? There is a cause and there is an effect. That is science. If you are a spiritual being, or if you are belongs to any religion or a science, but there is cause and effect. So the word cause and effect we call karma. This is an Indian language, Sanskrit. We call karma. Cause and effect is in English. Karma is in Indian language. The same thing, karma. So it comes back. So when there is a cause, there will be an effect. So if we make right now with intention to defame His holiness, and that karma which you are making right now, it is not true and is a negative intention, and it will come back. I feel so sorry. Whoever already said about him or will say in the future, dear friends, without a proper research, without a proper understanding, without properly seeing someone's background, please, don't do that to anyone. It hurts. It really hurts. It really hurts. And he's so adorable human being. Whatever he did in his life, we can't do that. I tell you. We can't do that. We don't have that much of power, ability, skills, love, compassion. We don't have that. We might have some, but it's some degree. But he has very much. So dear friends, please learn more about him, and try to talk about more positive than negative. There are lots of negative in the world. There are a lot of negatives. Whenever I open the newspaper, whenever I open the TV, whenever I listen to the radio, most of the time I only hear about negative news. That is one of the reason I stopped reading newspaper. That is one of the reason I stopped reading, any news, because very less positive thoughts, very less positive news. So this is very essential, very essential for human being to think about. The first day, in the morning, the first thing when you look at the newspaper, I want to hear good thing, positive things. So, but you can hear anytime, at any time, whenever you talk to His Holiness, whenever you see his video, whenever you meet him in a live, he'll talk only positive, only positive. So therefore, please please learn from your mistakes. Mistakes are very good, but we have to learn. We have to learn, and we have to correct that. So that is called proper understanding. So dear friends, thank you very much for listening, and I love you so much. I love you so much. Please learn, and if you made a mistake, it's okay. Please correct yourself, and please support and help to change the negative news into positive news. Thank you. Namaste to you. Thank you.